And so what type of legal cases do they have? You know, you're representing people. What are you representing them in?
So most majority, if not close to all of them, are people that are seeking asylum. So majority of these people are coming from Central America, mostly Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, fleeing persecution and fleeing extreme violence. And so really what happens when they come we're housed in the visitor center, and they give us a little space. So when they come to the visitor center to meet with us, they're generally doing one of two things. The first thing is they're doing an intake with us, where we are talking to them, finding out about their journey here, how they've been treated since they've gotten here. And then the second thing that we'll do with them is something called a credible fear interview prep. And the credible fear interview is really, really important, because it's the first step for someone who is seeking asylum. They have to come out of this interview with a positive finding of credible fear. And so they go before an asylum officer and they explain why they're afraid to go back to their country. And the officer has to have a minimal level that needs to be met of fear to have a positive finding. Once you get a positive finding for a credible fear interview, you're able to continue on, hopefully outside of the detention center, and pursue your asylum case. And so really, when they come in for these credible fear interview preps, we're preparing them, we're hearing their story, helping them, giving them guidance, preparing them what to expect. And then the last component of what we're doing is a lot of advocacy with them, things so they know their rights while they're in the detention center, so they know their rights when they leave, so they know what everything means, and so they can, be empowered and understand what's going on in their case. And then finally, the last thing, things always come up, we have to take affidavits of if there's bad conditions since they've been detained or if something's happened. But also sometimes if a credible fear interview, or not sometimes, but when a credible fear, if there isn't a positive, there's a negative finding, they have another chance to get at this, but it's before an immigration judge for a review of that decision. So we'll help them and we'll represent them in that.
Okay.